Hey everyone, it's Sharon, and today we are diving into my highlight, bronzer, and contour powder drawer. We are going through every single product and names and swatches. If you would like to see an entire collection video all in one, I will have that linked, or stay tuned. I'm not sure what order these are going up, but I'm going to do a big long video as well as short and condensed versions if you're only interested in certain categories at a time, or you don't have the bandwidth to watch an hour-long video, which I imagine it will be. So let's go ahead and get into it. So here's a look into my drawer. It's actually really pared down. I'm really happy with that, but I'm gonna pull everything out so we can look at it and do swatches and names. All right, so here's everything laid out. Like I said, this is my powder, highlighters, palettes, bronzers, and contour powders. So let's just get going. We'll do bronzers first. So I have Benefit Hoola Light. This is a repurchase many times. You can see I've hit pan in that. It is a very nice light bronzer, a little bit orangey maybe, but I have found that it works really well for me, and it's something that I've continued to buy again and again. Tarte Park Avenue Princess. This has become a new favorite. I've had it for years, but I've recently really embraced it. I actually like it better than the Hoola Light. You can see the tonality is definitely different. More cool tone than warm tone. I love Park Avenue Princess. I will absolutely buy this one again. Sigma Matte Bronzer in Light. It's a little bit warmer than I would like it to be, maybe a little bit darker. Give it a swatch. You can see it's definitely warmer than the Park Avenue Princess and also darker than Hoola Light, but still a very nice bronzer. Pat McGrath Labs. This is in Naked Desire. I picked this up at TJ Maxx, so got a great deal on it. I do also enjoy this bronzer. Nice and light as well. You can really see the tonality differences with the undertones. I think overall, again, Park Avenue Princess is truly my favorite and the one that I reach for the most. It's just more cool tone. Could be used as like a contour bronzer. Either way, I still really like it. And honestly, seeing all of these next to Hoola, I'm like, why do I have Hoola anymore? I don't know. This is Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. Also a great bronzer. Another one good for fair skin, a little bit warmer and richer, more closely to the Sigma, but not quite as orange. Also a really beautiful bronzer that I like to use quite often. And last true bronzer I have from Physicians Formula. This is the Multicolored Custom Light Bronzer. And I like this one because it's also great for fair skin, and it has all those great different color, I don't know, just the different shades all in one. So you can kind of concentrate it in one spot or mix it together. It's almost a powder. It's so light. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, which is beautiful, as does the Pat McGrath. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. This is a very natural. So if you're very pale, this is almost a powder, you know? Like, it's just gonna give you a tiny bit of color without looking crazy, but I do like it. Let's move on to contour powders. I have two. I have the Makeup Forever Artist Sculpt in Precious Latte. I recently picked this up at Sephora. It was on sale. Great cool tone. Contour, almost a bronzer. I think it could be used as a bronzer. And then I have the Sephora contour, which this is very gray. This is in Fair to Light. This is, you have to be kind of careful with this. It's just straight up gray. But I do find that it can give you that chiseled cheekbone look if you use it carefully, and I don't have anything else like it, so I do want to hold on to that. All right, next I have this Ulta Beauty 3-in-1 palette. They do still sell this, though I think the packaging looks different. So here's the bronzer. These are kind of like, well, they're baked, so it's kind of like the Laura Geller baked. Can you see the shimmer in this? Very shimmery, not a matte bronzer. Like I said, these are all baked. They have some luminosity to them. It is great like for travel if you don't mind a bronzer that has luminosity. Excellent travel palette. And the highlight is gorgeous. Yeah, I love that. So honestly, I wish the bronzer was matte, but I love the blush. I love the highlight. I think they're so, so pretty. All in all, I think this is a great 3-in-1 palette if you like all the shades. It's an excellent, compact, simplified makeup product. Love this. I think It Cosmetics has something like this. And then, like I said, it's baked, so like Laura Geller. Okay, I also have this duo from Jaclyn, RIP to her makeup company. I actually really love this duo. It's just such bulky packaging. The bronzer is so, so soft, feels great. It's a little bit orangey for me, though I find I can make it work. And then the blush is also really pretty. A really cool tone pink blush. Really, really nice. Can you see that? I want to make sure I'm in shot. All right, I have another trio from Flower Beauty. I actually have a whole video on Flower Beauty, so if you want to see that, I'll have it linked. This is the Lift and Sculpt Contouring Palette. I love this one. If you have cool, fair skin, you need this palette, and you need to get it before they discontinue Flower Beauty, because I'm so afraid that they're going to. The bronzer is almost a little bit pinky. It's kind of interesting, but I find, again, it works, especially for my pale skin. The powders are very, very soft. So I really went in there kind of hard. You can see it flaked, but look at that cool tone pink blush. Really nice if you're looking for that. I do have a towel I'm wiping my hands on, by the way. And the highlight, Flower Beauty highlights are gorgeous. So again, I do love this palette. If you have cool tone, fair skin, I highly recommend for a 3-in-1 palette. I think it's excellent. Then I do still have the Trio Highlighter palette. It is, what's it called? Shimmer and Strobe, Long Lasting Natural Luminous Glow. I think this is the only one they have. They might have a deeper shade too. 3 highlighters, kind of a champagne, a pink, and a gold. I like the champagne-y one the best, if that's what you call it, or is the pink one champagne? I never know. I'm gonna swatch it down here, kind of out of room. Look at that, gorgeous. So I definitely use that one the most. And then the pink though, also absolutely gorgeous. The gold I use the least for sure. I just don't find myself needing a gold highlight, but it is really pretty. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. And honestly, with these 3 shades, I could probably get rid of all of my highlights and be happy with just this palette and really simplify it. But you know, I'm not gonna do that, but I could. All right, moving on to the highlight section. Let me go ahead and clean off my arm. But you can see I do have very cool toned, you know, I can see the blue in my veins everywhere. Maybe a little bit of green here and there, so maybe leaning a little neutral, but mostly cool. So yeah, overall, I think for sure my favorite is Park Avenue Princess. It's the one that I would buy. I think I could get rid of all of them and just use Park Avenue Princess and be so, so happy with that bronzer. But anyways, let's move on to highlight. All right, arms nice and clean, dry it off. Let's get to swatching. First up, I have my Jaclyn highlight in Iced. This was actually the mini, and this is the one time I think I've regretted buying a mini and wish I had bought full size, because I love this highlighter, and now of course you can't get it. I think it's perfect. Absolutely love it. Then I also have the Laura Geller Baked and Brighten French Vanilla. Maybe it's just Baked Original Highlighter. French Vanilla. You can see I dropped some powder down there. This is definitely not Va Va Voom. It's like a natural glow, but really nice, right? That was a really thick swatch, but can you see the difference in like the strobe quality of this? And this one's just like a beautiful, subtle glow. So love that. That's also a mini. Then I have the Makeup Forever Artist Highlighter in Wherever Pearl. This was also on sale recently at Sephora. I've never owned any Makeup Forever products like this. This one is definitely not as strobe as the Jaclyn and not as subtle as the Laura Geller. It's somewhere in between and kind of pinky, really nice. I have this one from Polite Society in Highlight Society, Star Power. I think Star Power is the shade. Really pretty. I love the packaging of this. think it's really cute. I haven't even peeled off the mirror sticker. Sometimes I leave those on as long as possible. This is a baked highlight, very thin feeling. And also similar, it's a little bit more intense than the Laura Geller, but again, not as stroby as like Jaclyn, but still really pretty, very soft, very light feeling, gorgeous choice. I have a MAC Double Gleam. Is this one Double Gleam, Extra Diminish? I think this one's Double Gleam is the shade. I'm so not well versed on my MAC products. This is honestly like not my favorite, but like the shade is more vanilla. It's a little bit, again, more subtle. I don't know what it is. It's like I like it, but I don't at the same time, you know? And actually seeing it there, I think I like it. Essence Pure Nude, a great budget-friendly option if you want Laura Geller and can't swing it, or just don't want to, which I understand. This is also a baked highlight, very like subtle glow. The tonality is definitely different. This one's, I don't know, more vanilla-y, and this one's definitely more like warm pinky, but still look really beautiful on the skin and give a glow instead of like a shimmer. I have the Clinique Powder Pop Flower Highlighter in Lunar Pop. I love the daisies imprinted into it. I think it's so cute. This one I think I got at a cosmetics company outlet. I love going there. Also a subtle but nice, you know, kind of highlight, not like crazy, but just nice and wearable, subtle for a glow. I'm definitely getting into that, like I just need a little bit of like life to the skin. I don't need strobing, but I still want to have strobing for when I'm playing or when I want to look really like amped up, which Glow La La from Benefit will give you an amped up look. This is Aurora. It's geared for fair light pink skin, I guess, or maybe they're calling it fair light pink. I don't know. This is so interesting. I can't tell. Is it like a cream? I think it's like a cream. It's so interesting. It's so beautiful. It's so intense, but wow. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, look at my finger. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, I feel like that's so pink. I could really use it as like a blush, like really light-handed with a very light brush. I think I could get away with that being a blush. I should look into this product. Tell me, is it a, oh, it says Velvet Gleam. So I think it is kind of a cream, but at the same time, it's kind of a powder. I don't know. It's really interesting. I will say the packaging is cute, but very lightweight. Doesn't have a lot of heft to it. Feels cheap in that sense, but it is still cute. All right, then I have a highlight from Collab, which can't get anymore, so sorry. This is the Filter Glow for the Gold. I think I got this from Sally's when they were discontinuing everything. It's like a very vanilla highlight. It'll probably be one I'll declutter pretty soon because you can't get it anymore and it's kind of dry feeling, but kind of nice. I don't know, I'm on the fence. All right, I have a Bobbi Brown. This is the highlighting powder in Pink Glow. I wanted one of these for years and finally got one. I think I used like my Nordstrom notes from shopping the Nordstrom sale to get this. It's also very pink, like it says Pink Glow. It's like a toned down version of this Benefit. Look how similar those are. Really similar. You can't hardly even see that light stripe in between. And last is my Physicians Formula Natural Nude. I have had this for years and years and years. Do they even still have this packaging? I have no idea. But I love this one. And it's what I was happy with for years when I couldn't afford a Bobbi Brown. You know, when they had like the shimmer bricks. And this is just gorgeous. It's not as like chunky of a highlight. Like I would say this one's a little bit chunkier. This one's more smooth glow, but still gorgeous. So there you have it. There's all my highlights. I think they're absolutely beautiful. So many good choices in here, from really subtle to like va va voom type highlights. What do you think? Any favorites? Knowing that this is what I like, do you have any recommendations? Leave them down below. Same for the bronzers and any like face palettes. Let me know, what should I try? Knowing, you know, my skin tone and what I like, what I swatch, what should I try? Let me know. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one.